secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them. There's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Seminoles will put toe to leather to crank us up. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time.
There he goes. Tap. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The give to the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. The Seminoles want to move quickly. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The Noles will send out the punt unit. Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down.
Nobody in this stadium was expecting fake punt there. 4th and inches, you thought you'd just leave the offense out, maybe you quarterback sneak and see if you can get it, but the fake punt works perfectly. Obviously, they didn't have far to go.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's got some space. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The number one goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Nice job on the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Back to throw. It's Berry. Working that left side now. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Floats it out in space. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Hard running there. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And a big-time grab there, knocked down immediately but not before he gets it to the 40. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? From the gun, the ground game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Sperry. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to beat the D deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him.
Turning it on. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us and tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Offense lining up quickly.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Berry. Got a man, it's Cook. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Seminoles will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
You know, as a quarterback in college football, if you just play one play at a time and do your job, the stats are going to come, the wins are going to come. Here we are late in the year. With that last completion, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards passing on the year.
Makes a connection. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Go for 6. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. They're working that left side. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to run it. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Wants to go up top. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got his man downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 1st down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Pulls it in. It's Gibson. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They'll try to get it through the air. Pocket breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to start the 2nd half, and Clemson will kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Seminoles need to pick it up on 4th down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Snagged out of the air. There he goes. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, they get the 1st down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So
open field on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Quarterback keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, no!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over Western Kentucky. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Clemson set up with another 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you
ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, they come up short. It's now going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this first down.
And so I'm bringing all...
Makes the grab past the marker. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Under fire. Now adjusting. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Kramer. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the lone back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Let's go. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Gets it to him on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. On the run, deep down the right side.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
On the move, he fires. On target to the left. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can...
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
He wants to change this route. Back to throw. It's Sperry. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man. Jumped on top of the pile. The Knowles come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense set on 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a 1st down. Nice balance by this offense.
Complete to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Keeps it on the bootleg. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Swings it out to the flat. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football. All
right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Off-play action on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Oh, he's got some space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Working a big fella to the corner. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They'll run it from the gun. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.